It's a question that might catch you off guard, maybe even make you smile at first. Bathing, of all things? But as the years pile up, what once felt like a simple daily ritual can turn into something more. A quiet battleground where small choices shape your health, your independence, and even the length of your days. For those of us crossing into our later years, 60, 70, 80 and beyond, bathing isn't just about soap and water. It's about safeguarding fragile skin, shielding a weary heart, and holding on to the strength to live life on your own terms. The truth is, too many people cling to the same habits they built decades ago. Habits that worked fine when their bodies were young and resilient. Back then, a scalding shower or a quick scrub felt like a reward. But now, those same routines might be chipping away at your vitality, one bath at a time, without you even noticing. Today, we're going to walk through 5 bathing habits that older adults need to let go of. Not because they're complicated or dramatic, but because they're so ordinary you might not see the harm until it's too late. These are small shifts, but for those who make them, the payoff is real. More energy, fewer injuries, and a body that carries you further into the future. Picture this. Something as simple as how hot your water runs or the way you step out of the tub could be whispering stress into your bones, your veins, your skin. But here's the hope. Once you see it, you can change it. Starting today. So stay with me through all 5. Don't skip ahead. Don't brush this off as something for other people. Because the secret to a longer, fuller life isn't always hidden in a pill bottle or a doctor's note. It's often tucked into the moments you barely think about, like the steam rising from your shower. If you're ready to listen, let's begin. Number 1. Bathing in water that's too hot. There's something about a hot shower that feels like a hug from the inside out. On a chilly morning in Boise, Idaho, or after a long day tending the garden, it's tempting to crank the dial and let the heat melt everything away. But as we age, that comforting heat can turn traitor. For 68-year-old Margaret Evans, it was her morning refuge. She'd stand under a near-scalding stream in her little yellow-tiled bathroom, watching the mirror fog up, feeling her stiff shoulders loosen. It was a ritual for decades, a holdover from her years waitressing late shifts in Spokane. But last winter, she started noticing something. Her skin, once soft despite the years, turned rough and flaky. Red patches bloomed across her arms, and a stubborn itch kept her awake at night. Margaret didn't connect the dots until she visited her daughter in Portland. "Mom," her daughter said one morning, peering over her coffee mug, "your skin looks like it's crying for help." A trip to a dermatologist confirmed it. Those long, hot showers were stripping away the oils her aging skin desperately needed. At 68, her body didn't bounce back like it used to. Dryness led to cracks, cracks invited infections, and her immune system, slower now, struggled to keep up. Compare that to her old friend Clara, also 68, who lives just outside Boise. Clara had swapped her steamy soaks for warm baths years ago after a nurse mentioned it during a checkup. "It's not as dramatic," Clara told Margaret over the phone, "but my skin feels alive again. No more itching, no more waking up scratching." It's not just about skin though. Hot water pries open your blood vessels, and for some, that sudden shift drops blood pressure fast. One minute you're basking in the steam, the next you're dizzy, clutching the wall, praying you don't fall. For folks with heart conditions, like Margaret's neighbor Tom, who had a scare last spring, that heat can strain a ticker already working overtime. Hospitals know this. Senior centers know this. That's why they preach warm water, not hot. Warmth still soothes, still eases aching joints, but it doesn't rob your body of what it needs. Next time you turn on the tap, pause. Run your hand under the stream. Does it sting? Does your skin flush red when you step out? That's your body talking. Dial it back a little. It's not about giving up comfort. It's about trading a fleeting thrill for a safer, stronger tomorrow. Margaret did. She keeps a thermometer by the tub now, aiming for 100 degrees, not 120. "It's strange," she admitted, "but I feel steadier. Like I'm not fighting myself anymore." Number 2. Bathing too often. In America, we've been sold a story. Daily showers equal cleanliness, respectability, a ticket to being put together. For 72-year-old James Carter in Raleigh, North Carolina, it was gospel. Every morning, 6 a.m. sharp, he'd step into a shower, soap up head to toe, and emerge ready to face the day, even after retirement left him mostly at home, tinkering in his garage. "It's how I was raised," he'd say, shrugging. "You don't skip it." But last year, his wife, Ellen, noticed his hands, cracked, peeling, like old leather left in the sun. "James," she said, "you're washing yourself raw." He laughed it off until a doctor's visit changed his tune. At 72, James's skin wasn't making oils like it did at 40. That daily scrub was stripping away a shield his body couldn't rebuild fast enough. The dryness wasn't just cosmetic. It left him prone to sores, infections, even a bout of eczema that turned his evenings into a scratching nightmare. Across town, his sister-in-law, Diane, 70, had a different story. Diane had cut back to showers every other day after reading about it in a magazine. She'd focus on the essentials: armpits, groin, feet, and let the rest. "I thought I'd feel grimy," she told Ellen over tea, "but I don't. My skin's smoother, and I'm not so tired all the time." That's the part no one talks about, the exhaustion. For older adults, especially those with arthritis or fading stamina, a full shower every day, lifting arms, bending legs, drying off, can drain you. James felt it but never admitted it until he tried Diane's way. "I've got energy left for my grandkids now," he said, grinning. Overbathing doesn't just hurt your skin's microbiome, that tiny army of good bacteria keeping trouble at bay. It wears you down when you need strength most. You don't have to ditch hygiene. Try this instead: a quick wash of the key spots daily, a full shower every other day, gentle soap, and a good lotion after. Listen to your skin. Does it feel tight? Is it begging for a break? James keeps a notepad by the sink now, tracking how he feels. "It's humbling," he said. "Realizing clean doesn't mean drowning yourself every day. It's not about laziness. It's about loving the body you've got, right where it is." Number 3. Showering without a safety net. In a modest ranch house in Tulsa, Oklahoma, 79-year-old Henry Brooks learned a lesson the hard way. He'd always been a do-it-yourselfer, fixed his own roof at 60, never needed a hand. So when his son suggested grab bars for the shower, Henry waved him off. "I'm not that old," he'd grumble. Until one rainy April morning, reaching for the shampoo, his foot slipped. He hit the tub's edge, cracked a rib, and spent 3 months in rehab, his pride bruised deeper than his bones. Contrast that with his cousin, Ruth, 77, down in Austin, Texas. Ruth had slipped once too, years back, but she caught herself on a grab bar her husband installed when they redid the bathroom. "I didn't think I'd need it," she said, "until I did." That bar, and a rubber mat, turned a potential disaster into a shrug. Falls aren't just mishaps. They're the leading cause of injury for older adults. Wet tiles, soap suds, a slight wobble in balance, it's a recipe for chaos. Add medications that blur your senses or knees that don't bend like they used to, and the shower becomes a tightrope. Henry's story isn't rare. Too many resist safety upgrades, thinking they're a surrender to age. But Ruth sees it differently. It's not about being weak. It's about staying free. A grab bar by the door, another inside, a chair if your legs feel shaky, a non-slip mat. These aren't signs of defeat. They're armor. Henry's got them now, installed by his son after the fall. "I should have listened," he admitted, his voice softer. "One slip, and I lost months. Never again." Look at your bathroom tomorrow. Could you steady yourself if you slipped? If not, make it the week you change that. It's not a renovation, it's a promise to yourself, to the people who love you. Because independence isn't stubbornness, it's building a life you can keep living. Number 4. Missing what your skin's saying. Bathing's a rare moment when it's just you and your body. No distractions, no rush. Yet 74-year-old Patricia Sullivan in Denver, Colorado, used to speed through it. She'd scrub, rinse, and towel off, eyes on the clock, never lingering. Then one day, drying her legs, she brushed over a rough patch near her ankle. Probably nothing, she thought, ignoring it for months. By the time she saw a doctor, that patch was basal cell carcinoma, treatable, but a wake-up call. Her friend, Lillian, 75, in Boulder, had a different habit. Lillian turned her showers into a quiet ritual, running her hands over her arms, legs, back, checking. Last fall, she felt a strange lump under her arm. It turned out to be an early infection, caught just in time. "I'd have missed it," she told Patricia, "if I didn't slow down and look. Your skin's a map, moles that shift, patches that linger, redness that won't fade. At 70 plus, it's more fragile, more telling. Diabetes, poor circulation, even cancer can whisper through it first. Patricia started paying attention after her scare. "It's like meeting myself again," she said. "No obsession, just a soft light, a gentle scan. A new spot? A sore that won't heal?" She notes it, calls her doctor. It's not fear, it's power. Your bath's a checkpoint, a chance to hear what your body's saying before it has to shout. Don't rush past it. Listen. You might save yourself, or at least catch a story worth telling. Number 5. Racing through the ritual. In a quiet suburb of St. Louis, Missouri, 82-year-old Edwin Marshall used to treat bathing like a sprint. In and out in 6 minutes. Old habits from his days as a factory foreman. But last summer, hurrying out of the shower, he misjudged the step, stumbled, and nearly cracked his skull on the sink. "I saw stars," he said, shaken. His wife, Betty, insisted he slow down. Now, Edwin lingers. He lets the water warm the room, sits on a stool, breathes deep. "It's not a chore anymore," he said. "It's mine." Compare that to his brother, Carl, 80, in Kansas City. Carl still rushes, scrub, rinse, gone. Last month, he twisted his back reaching too fast, sidelined for weeks. Rushing invites chaos, a slip, a strain, a heart racing from hot to cold too quick. For Edwin, slowing down steadied his blood pressure, eased his joints, gave him peace. "I didn't know I was missing that," he said, eyes misty. "Don't race your bath. Sit if you need to. Feel the water, not just on your skin but in your breath. It's not weakness, it's wisdom. Tomorrow, ask, am I hurrying for no reason? Give yourself those extra minutes. You've earned them. Take a breath. Look back at these 5. Hot water, too many showers, no safety, blind eyes, rushed steps. Which one echoes in your life? Maybe you see Margaret's red skin, James's tired hands, Henry's fall, Patricia's missed warning, Edwin's near miss. These aren't mistakes, they're habits we inherit, routines we trust until they turn on us. But here's the beauty, you can rewrite them. This isn't about fear or loss. It's about honoring the body that's carried you this far, the scars, the aches, the quiet strength. Bathing's more than a task. It's a mirror, a healer, a shield. Turn the dial down, skip a day, grip that bar, check your skin, slow your pace. Small moves, big love. Because living longer isn't just surviving, it's thriving, with every careful, intentional step. What hit you today? Drop it in the comments. Maybe number 3, or a story of your own. Your voice matters. If this stirred something in you, like it, subscribe, share it with someone you care about. We're here to keep you steady, informed, inspired. See you next time.